What's up, guys? It's the Transylvanian, back with another video, and this one I'm going to be talking about my local metal and punk scene. That was one of the recommendations I got in that post that I made about, suggestions for another video, so I figured I would do this one because my scene is pretty much as dead as it gets. I'm from a small town in Pennsylvania, so around me personally, say even 20 minutes away, there's not jack shit. It's really not much out here in general. Got a few fast food places, restaurants, a Walmart, and gas stations. There's not even shit to do where I live at, let alone concerts to go to. But in terms of like local area, like say an hour away, yeah, there are some venues, but it's never anybody good, dude. Like, I was looking at shit recently, like an hour away from me. Dude, the gayest metal bands ever. Iron Maiden, Disturbed. Like, dude, I would never want to see Disturbed. That's the gayest shit on the face of the earth. Besides that wigger-ass Slipknot and shit like that. but that stuff's really gay. I remember, like, when I was in high school, people were obsessed with that shitty-ass Down with the Sickness. Dude, that song is so gay. Like, the gayest thing ever. Especially that part where they're doing, like, that coughing or whatever it is. The dude sounds like he's saying that he likes cock, because it sounds gay as fuck, every time he does that gay-ass shit. Hate to break it to you, but it does. That whole song is just gay as shit. Like, there is no way in hell that I would ever see something like that. And as far as I'm concerned, Iron Maiden's just as bad as that. I mean, Iron Maiden's like wimpy-ass soy boy metal. That's not for real men. There's not a real man on the face of the earth that's listening to any shitty-ass Iron Maiden in the current year. I know, because I've upset the fanboys a few times, and they're some of the biggest pussy boys I've ever seen in my entire life. Besides those Sabbath fans, which, more of the old geezer crowd that gets upset. It's like, dude, I am much younger than you. I was introduced to extreme music at a young age. Real extremity. Not stuff like that that has absolutely none. And when it comes to the punk scene, yeah, there's like nothing around me. And the problem with this is none of the bands that I would want to see would ever be playing near me. All the bands that I like are mostly from like different countries or different states that, they're not going to come anywhere near me. When it comes to like punk stuff, I only really like the RAC bands, so most of those guys don't even play live anymore. The RAC shit, it was popular in the 80s and the 90s, and even by the time the early 2000s came around, a lot of those bands had quit performing. Because a lot of them used to play at this thing called Nordic Fest. It was a huge festival for like-minded individuals who liked that style of music. It was usually a mix of like RAC, hatecore, all that kind of stuff. If you know anything about it, if it's still a thing and if they still do it, let me know, because I would like an invite. Because I would certainly show up to something like that. I would get a plane ticket to go see something like that. When it comes to the punk scene, but I don't know if they still do that anymore. But when it comes to like black metal and stuff, there's no black metal around me. The only one that I thought about going to was last year, because Mayhem was coming pretty close to me. They were like an hour away or something like that, and it was going to be with Cannibal and Gorguts, but I decided not to go because I don't like any of the modern Cannibal shit, so I was like, could do without them. Gorguts I've never cared about. I just think that band blows. And with Mayhem, I only like the early albums, and would they get up there and play anything from Death Crush? Probably not. I mean, they've been doing it since the 90s, so all these years later, they would most likely be playing some newer shit, which I've heard it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It wasn't like the biggest sellout black metal I've ever heard. It wasn't on Dark Funeral level or anything like that, but it didn't interest me. I just kind of thought, oh, this stuff, like, alright, like, I don't know, man, like, when it comes to those bands like that, I really don't care to see them. They're already past their prime, they've already done what they've done, and, you know, I don't even know why they still make music. I explained this in another video. Like, bands need to know when to stop. You don't need to keep making record after record when you've already made the good shit. Once you've already made the good stuff, why are you continuing to make music when it's not as good as the previous release? I don't understand that. But when it comes to a lot of the bands that I would want to see, like Horna, you know, Grand Belial's Key, Satanic Warmaster, Goat Moon, Archgoat, you know, bands like that, those guys aren't playing around me, at least not locally. I'd have to get a plane ticket and go somewhere, or at the very least, maybe like a bus trip, because I heard something about GBK being in Detroit. If I could get a bus trip there, I would definitely go to it, because that's only about 4 hours away from me. My car's not good enough to be traveling in, so I don't. It's just good enough for, you know, local use, getting me to work, getting me back to my house. That's basically all it's good for. It's an old-ass car, so traveling in it would probably not be the best idea, so I'm not going to do that. But, yeah, when it comes to most of the bands I want to see, they're just not going to be around me. And some of them probably don't even play live. Like Mutilation, does that band even play live? Or, you know, some of the bands that I like Vlad Tepes, don't even make music anymore. So it's like, yeah, it's either those three things. They either are from another country and they're not going to be playing anywhere around me, they don't make music anymore because they stopped when they should have, or three, that it's a band that just doesn't play live that often, or maybe never does. Some literally never do. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.